I've noticed lately in Ireland that it's a lot busier and a lot more hectic than it was 20 years ago, 10 years ago. It's a lot busier and a lot more hectic than it was even a year ago. There seems to be twice as much traffic on the roads. Construction is going on all over the place, in cities, towns, villages. They're building apartment blocks, and they're building shops, and they're building everything that needs to go in tow with an increase in population. The overwhelming majority of that increase is down to immigrants from the developing world and the third world. What it means is that there's going to be less agricultural land, there's going to be less green spaces in general, less parks, less places for outdoor leisure. Ireland is a small country and it could very quickly be turned into a Hong Kong. I've lived in big cities, I've lived where there's a high population density. I can't say I've enjoyed the experience, but you have it in your head that you could always move to a town or a village, or maybe you could move out to the sticks. But even out in the sticks, there's a lot of construction going on and there's a lot of traffic. When I was in Romania a few weeks back, when I arrived at the airport, there was a big poster on a bulletin board and it showed a map of Romania and it had outlined some provinces in the north of the country and written in 3 or 4 different languages, amongst which was English. It was telling immigrants that they should go there and they would get help. And the other languages were, I believe, one was Hindi, one was Arabic, I think. Maybe there was one in Persian, and there might have been another one from Southeast Asia. And when I looked up these provinces, they have the lowest population densities in Romania. So the Romanian government is worried that the population is going to dwindle, because when you have less people, you have, believe it or not, less government. And the government needs to exist one way or another. And if that means just bringing in millions of people so they can rule over them, then that's what they're going to do. I like the idea of natural cycles, of populations, where if the population gets too high, certain conditions come into play that bring it back down again. And there are advantages then for people starting out when the population is low. There's less competition for resources, etc. But now, we Europeans, we don't have that luxury, because as our populations drop, plummet, we have the accountants, the economists, who are figuring out how many million to bring in, because they say it's good for GDP, which means it's good for the elite. They can make money. It's now so profitable as the cash cow that is a common human being.